Welcome back to Football Pundits, guys. The Premier League is finally back, but Arsenal still don't matter. Nirvan?
I don't know why I keep coming back here. I should just leave.
There's no free food for you anymore,
Isn't this an episode about the Merseyside derby?
What is that now? All right, let's go to Liverpool, I guess. So, guys, we actually are here to discuss the Merseyside derby today. Historically, one of the most intense derbies in the Premier League. And I'll let Kern start us off with some amazing statistics about this derby.
I'm going to use my graphics card for these statistics because actually some really interesting ones. Liverpool actually unbeaten in 21 matches against Everton across all competitions. That bodes really well for them, I'm sure, going into this. But having said that, the Toffees are unbeaten at home in the past 7 league games. And 6 of the last 7 Premier League meetings between Everton and Liverpool at Goodison have ended as draws. So this derby has everything to be a proper drab. What do you think, Nirvan?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Everton have ever been managed by a manager of the caliber of Carlo Ancelotti going into this before. So it could be a good punt. It could be they've held off Arsenal, they've held off United, they've played respectably against City. They did get up by Chelsea, but everyone has an off day. For us, it's every day, but whatever. So I really think that at Goodison, especially, I mean, even though there are no fans, I think Everton will show up. It's going to be the fun Merseyside derby that, historically it has been. And I'm pretty excited for it. I don't think it's going to be the walkover that most people are expecting.
Actually, that's a good point. To put another stat into this, Everton last won a home game with home support in 2010 under David Moyes. So clearly, I don't think the new age of Premier League, which we have right now because of COVID, the lack of fans, I don't think it will really matter to them. It'll really be about how, like Nirvan mentioned, Ancelotti tunes this side, which he has been doing since he took over. He's made them much harder to get past. And if I look at the Liverpool aspect of this now, Salah might not be starting. They might be going with, Origi or Minima. Depends on how Klopp wants to play this around. So, and we've seen a couple of games already in the last couple of days. Teams are rusty. And Liverpool were rusty going into this break. They were on a bad run. They've lost to Atletico. They lost to Watford. They weren't doing too well. Maybe Everton can surprise us. God, tell me about Liverpool and how do you think Klopp will actually come out in this game? Will he change things around? Or
I think that's what I think you guys made a good point of this actually favors Everton in a lot of ways. One of them being obviously Carlo Ancelotti is a fantastic manager. Yes, I don't think Everton have had a manager as good as that in the Premier League era at least. They've been doing really well under him. They sort of changed things around. And what's really going to help them is that this Liverpool team thrives on intensity. That's what they love, playing on that high intensity football. Yeah. And as we've seen, as Annie said in the last few days, it's become really difficult for teams to play with that intensity. So it's going to be very interesting to see Liverpool come out. They won't have that same intensity. Everton will obviously be motivated. It's a Merseyside derby where their rivals are going to become Premier League champions soon. They obviously, even if the fans aren't there, they want to do something for their fans, give them something to cheer about at home. So I think Everton will sort of come out into this. And I completely agree with Nirvan. It's not going to be a walkover. I just think that it might end up being, Carlo Ancelotti plays it really smart, sort of is able to shut it down really well. Liverpool aren't as intense. I have a big fear that this just does not become the nice, intense derby that we see, but a more tame, 1-1 sort of a thing.
I think
like just a game of tactics where whoever has the better drives. It's not a brawl on the pitch, but it's a brawl on the drawing board.
I think Liverpool, for me, might just show up like they do a 4-3-3. I think Gomez, I think the back four should be intact. Robertson may miss out. But if I'm Klopp and I know I can win the league in the next 2 games, and then if my player misses out, it's fine because there's no Champions League for them, right? it's not a long-term issue that he has to worry about. Maybe just go for the win. Salah might not be risked. Maybe Robertson will. I think he'll start with Henderson, Wijnaldum, uh, and Fabinho, I think. Don't see any issues. That's why I think he's going to go for it. Everton has injuries though, and they don't have full strength squad, which is why I feel that Ancelotti, being him, would probably start off on the back foot, would be conservative, and it might play into Liverpool's hands. Nirvan, you were saying something.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, if Salah doesn't play, who do you foresee on the right wing? Do you see Origi playing on the right wing or Origi playing down the right wing?
Go on, go for it.
Yeah, I think if Salah doesn't play, also Shaqiri is injured. I think this is perfect for Origi to come in and sort of take that position. You know, that player has talent. It's just unfortunate that he's part of this team where that front three is so set. He's barely going to get any chance to go in, right? So I think it's good for him to be there. But yeah, I mean, as anyone mentioning, Everton injuries. They're without Schneiderlin, they're without Yerry Mina, they're without Gbamin, however you pronounce that.
Jean-Philippe Gbamin.
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. And they're without Theo Walcott. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they are without quite a few people. But the only thing that makes a difference is because right now we see that squad depth is so important, right? Coming into these games where you can just sort of get fresh legs on. So I think that's really gonna hurt Everton. But again, like as I think we've mentioned, right? Like it's gonna be Ancelotti is gonna be a little cautious. I think he'll be happy with a 0-0. He'll be happy to just take points off Liverpool, delay their inevitable celebrations, and I think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tactical masterclass from Ancelotti's side if they have to probably even get a draw. The way Mourinho made sure that they squeezed United in the start. I'm going with my instinct, and I feel that Liverpool will just have too much maybe for this Everton side who's already weakened with injuries. I don't think Calvert-Lewin can sustain that pressure or by himself to keep pushing up alone. So
against Van Dijk, that too.
Against Virgil van Dijk. Yeah, we all can like sum this up by saying all the players we've seen, the best of the best, have looked very rusty so far. Even De Bruyne in the first 20 minutes of the game versus Arsenal. So maybe, so maybe that is the hope that Everton have, that if they start strongly and positively and sustain that pressure, maybe they can counter and get a goal in there. But I think to round this off, let's go with prediction, guys. Nirvan?
I'm looking at 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going for a 1-1.
I think, I see maybe a 1-1 happening, but my gut tells me a 2-1 to Liverpool is what we're going to end up with. Only because Liverpool on the cusp of winning the title. If this game was before the break, the pressure on Liverpool would have been much more. Because they wanted to have gone to Goodison and kind of sealed the title almost over there and come much closer. Right now, it's just like, we're going to go win 2 games. It's going to go for it. It's done. I think the attitude will be very positive.
This prediction sounds a little boring. I think for a Merseyside derby, the appropriate prediction should be, let's do an over and under 5 for yellow cards.
Yes, that's a good one actually.
I think over 5 is a easy one. I think the only trick here is that there's
under
no fans,
10.
so maybe there's less pressure on. There's less pressure on the referees, but I think over 5 yellows is easy. I'll say over 5 under 8.
Over 5 under 8.
I'm going for over 10 directly and maybe 1 red card in it.
Yeah, and he's looking for a good early 2000s Merseyside derby.
Obviously,
and he's looking for an Annie-style Merseyside derby.
Exactly. That's how football should be. The good old nice derby, feisty. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we football fans are craving. The Premier League fans are craving, right?
I want to hear Nirvan's predictions for the yellows. Nirvan didn't give us his over-unders.
Over 5 under 9.
Over 5 under 9. Okay. That's interesting. I think I've been a sort of buzzkill in this. Okay, clearly Nirvan is lagging massively.
Yeah.
I hope our feeds don't.
On that slow, laggy note, we sign off. Just don't forget to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what you like, especially what you don't like. We love the banter coming to us. We're happy to engage in conversation because all we love to do is talk about football and the occasional beer here and there, right? So see you guys. See you on the next episode.